Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to episode 4 of the Noah's Ark playthrough. So last episode we did some mining runs, and we sort of redesigned our kill box, or we are rather in the process of it. Ooh, Manhunter pack of cats? Okay. That's very strange. I predict a bunch of dead cats. Gonna have them line up in such a way that they will minimize friendly fire. Yep. A lot of dead cats. Don't shoot Shem, don't shoot Shem, don't shoot Shem. Shem got shot. And Boomalope self-tamed on the other map. Okay. I was hoping that some of these cats would survive and be wounded, but that was not the case. Because then I could tame them. Because there are a few animals that you just won't find naturally, and cats are definitely one of them. You're not going to find wild cats out there, or Yorkies, or Labradors. You have to trade for them, buy them. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to having a watermill generator. Cows join. Okay. 2 bulls. I suppose I can slaughter one of them. I don't really have use for a second bull. A lot of animal join. Surprising amount, actually. Alright, so we have a watermill generator. It looks like it's working. And then I learned from last time that you really should double up the bridge for fire purposes, because you can't actually move around this thing. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's pop these doors open. Just borrowing him for a moment. And Thrumbos to the other place. Seeing that this other place is tapped of components, I'm just going to go ahead and abandon it. Yep. I don't really need events going on like that. It's kind of annoying, if you ask me. That impressive art. No, we did not. Let's just have an awesome, awesome dining room. Okay, so everyone got healed. That's good. Moving things over to the right side of the rec room so that we have space. Seems like we might need it. Oh, you're playing billiards. How about you move the billiards table? Just to expand the workshop if we need to add another table in it. So very impressive. Well, that's good. Normal art. We can use this for trades. One thing that they've ignored is this little project But whatever. They're doing their best. Keeping it all marble for now. This water does not look like it's moving, like at all. Alright, let's fix something. Party spot. Marriage spots. What, I can't rotate this? Fine. Seems odd. So they're having a party in the wrong spot now. But we'll fix that for next party. Minor oversight of mine. So we did manage to get rid of all of our crappy weapons. I'm just going to load up these duster and jackets as well. Give it to our other ally. Leathers, send them the leathers, and accept that for now. So this here is going to become our little animal refuge. Hope that's big enough. Alright, so everything got loaded up in here. Needs more fuel to launch to the neighbors. Alright, so now we can have a biorefinery. Complaining about bad temperature, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and make chem fuel from wood, do until we have 150 of it. All these set fuel targets to max. And then we also need a place to store the chem fuel because it's explosive and we don't really want to put it near our rest of our stockpile, but we'll work that out later. Zone. Zoo. I don't know if there's going to be enough for them to eat, but what I can do is I can set a hay growing area here. I'll just grow hay here. And then eventually I'm also going to add a sleeping structure for them as well. Okay, so the inner kill box is done. The panic room area is completed. Let's go ahead and refuel this pod launcher to try to get a new ally. Launch to purple. Ta-da! Alright. They received the gift. Let's load this one up with smoke leaves because we're not going to ever use them. A statue and meals. And maybe cat meat. And husky meat. We'll not eat the meat that I feel bad eating. Alright, have we put components in here? Good. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, so they finished loading transport pods. Now we just need to refuel it. Have Shem do it. He's standing right there. And these reach. Perfect. And they should be allied now. Done and done. Ada, you get to call in... Yeah. Call them in for exotic goods. And call the other one too, while we're at it. For bulk. Got advanced fabrication. Let's get Starflight basics, right? No. Before we get that, we really do need deep drilling and ground penetrating radar. Those are actually higher priority. Alright, making room for the animal enclosure. One thing I gotta do is delete the old zone. Raid. They're tribesmen attacking immediately. Cool. Because they're standing in a very dangerous spot for them. The rest of the animals head to Zoo 2, which I'm going to rename Shelter. Animal Shelter. Soon they can just stay there all the time, but I'm not going to bother renaming it for that very reason. This ought not to be much of a fight. Tribals against pretty well-armed dudes. But alas, we are able to capture some of them. That's what we wanted. Couldn't capture all of them. Alright, you're wounded. You two have sniper rifles. Go try to get that last one. Pretty good shot. Really, that's you just shoot him once? Ah, he's about to zone out. Forget it. He made it. He made it out. Well, two more prisoners to release. Ooh, we have a destroyed index finger. That sucks. I'm not against bionics, I just don't intend to make these guys super bionic warriors like I did in my last playthrough. But any damaged parts I intend to repair. Already cleaned up from that raid, quite nice and fast. This enclosure is about half done. These watermill generators are nice. And as for my animals, my haulers unrestricted, and the rest to the zoo. Guess I can train the bull. obedience. Don't know why it's all that necessary, but I'll do it anyway. Enemy now neutral, because we released hostages. Alright, rename this, limestone chunks. Marble. Really, this isn't blocks. Alright, so heal root. Cotton. Rice. Tree felling. We can actually run this power in the wall. It'll be, oh shit, didn't mean to put it there. It'll look a bit nicer as a result, rather than have the power everywhere. Almost done walling that up entirely. See any good new art? Nope, she still hasn't made another piece yet. Almost done walling this up. Go ahead and deconstruct the ugly cables. Got deep drilling, now we need the radar. Just one more little block left. Pretty good. Nice. Alright, our rep went up. So if we look at our factions, we have 2 allies and 2 neutrals. The hostile will always be hostile. There's no change in that. We have a nice central kill box. Actually, what I'm going to do is do a little bit of reinstallation. I don't want the turrets in the top firing on the turrets at the bottom. So I'm going to put this little wall there to stop them, because I'll end up getting clipped from friendly fire more often than not. And no thank you. That sounds like it would suck and hurt. Queuing up some marble chunk hauling. Buffalo gave birth. Cool. We have a little calf here. Suppose I can train her. There's not a lot of grasses here for them to eat, so I gotta be wary of that. Now obviously I'd prefer them to come in through the water. This bridge might get destroyed as a result, but whatever. So checking the power. Power is running. Nope. Power is almost running through. Not fully. Alright, here comes the first exotic goods. I'm very eager. Oh, this is a wild cougar. I'm very eager to see if they have an advanced component. I've been waiting for one for a long, long time. A poor statue. Shit. Okay, so they do have one advanced component I can buy. I'll have to trade my statues for it. That works for me. That's the whole purpose of the art project. And now with this advanced component, we can make our fab bench, which is kind of a big deal. Alright, so with this fab bench, that is, we can now crank out components. Do until we have 20. Advanced components, do until we have 10. For advanced components, we're going to need plasteel and gold, which means we need deep drilling. Fortunately, we just finished the ground penetrating radar. What does need to happen is we need to prime it with 2 advanced components. Meaning we need 20 plasteel and 6 gold. Fortunately for us, we have an exotics trader sitting right here who will buy our cougar for 6 gold and 20 plasteel. Voila. And yes, I think it was worth it. I'm sure someone would ask, is it really? But I can tame another cougar. But I can't fix the bottleneck that is components and whatnot. So now that we have that going on, one thing I'm going to do is expand the workshop a bit more because we're kind of running out of space. Because I'd like to stockpile things that we need for components right there, which is just steel. We have steel down here, but then I want to stockpile stuff that we need for advanced components nearby as well. Oh, isn't it lovely? I guess they didn't want my buffalo calf. So the bulk goods people haven't come yet, but we can trade them blue fur. Let's go ahead and add a bunch of animal spots. Give them somewhere to sleep. Maybe at least put a teeny roof over the head for now. Here comes the bulk goods people. I'm going to rewire this, obviously. Alright, so now we can have a chair here. I'm going to put gold and plasteel here. So, give it a preferred priority. Raw resource, plasteel. Call this one gold. Preferred for gold. Put components here. Give it a preferred priority for manufactured components and advanced components here. And then checking the advanced component bill, we're also going to need some steel. High steel, preferred for steel. Actually make this important, because I think this one's preferred already. Yep. Perfect. And that will allow us to craft a wee bit quicker. And then what I'm going to do is make the advanced components first. We need ground pen radar. And then Ada needs to trade with them. Alright, so now that we're trading with them, we can sell our calf. It'd be worth more if we waited, so maybe I'll wait. Sell the milk, because the milk's worth more. I'm going to keep the muffalo wool, because that stuff is super insulating. Sell our crummy toques, because I'm going to make them out of wool soon. And a good sculpture. You can't afford that all, can you? Okay, and now that we have their attention, and buying a bunch of stuff off of them, I'm going to balance the books with some regular components. Perfect. Wherever those components are, I don't know. It's probably on their beasts of burden. Oh no, I was already carrying them. I'm an idiot. Alright, so ground pen radar is going back up. We need 2 advanced components for that. We'll have that pretty soon. Bunch of idlers, huh? Hate when that happens. Guess I could have been more careful with the drags. Alright, allow everyone to plant cut at least on a very basic level, so that they can never be truly idle. Here's the last advanced component we need. I think we put it over there. Given our power that we have, I'm a little tempted to sun lamp. Yeah, I'm tempted to sun lamp and roof this area. And having the coolers lead to the farm will keep it nice and warm. Ooh, social fight. Alright, so we have our ground radar. Now we just need to put deep drills down. And we can just rotate them around. Alright, so we're going to create zones now for rice. And I'm going to try to min-max the space we have. I don't want to have too many lights on. So whatever that allots me, I think 3 lights are enough. Item stash. And there's 1 ward guard in it. It's actually not bad. It's too bad it's in a swamp. Alright, build roof. So that we can start heating this up. I'm going to have to separate the solar panels from the rest of the base. Which means we need a spot to keep the marble. Alright, create a growing zone. Also rice. Create a growing zone. Additionally, also rice. It hurts to floor up all this fertile territory. Ground, whatever you want to call it. You know, maybe I'll put another... It's not worth it. Let's temporarily suspend this. So these marble, I need a place for. I think I'm going to get rid of this stockpile. I can store the marble out here. Marble chunks 1, marble chunks 2. Actually, let's flip this around. Limestone chunks 1, limestone chunks 2. Storage, clear, preferred for limestone. And then make this marble. Keep the marble closer. Alright, so this is still technically outdoors. We need to build that wall and the rest of the roof. Getting pretty close. And then it ought to start warming up. This is chem fuel, so let's turn this off. And reinstall this somewhere it might be more useful. Alright, so we need some roof supports. to allow to roof up the whole thing. So I'll drop some of those in. Looking good. It's a weird shaped base for sure. Alright, so soon this will be better temperature. We just need to finish the roofing. Our meat dwindled a bit. It's kind of a crap spot now. Whatever. It's small out of utility. Alright, animals. I guess we can train the puppies. And we need to hunt some. Mega Sloth seems good. Bunch of ibex, why not? Alright, it's starting to heat up in here. Now that we're roofed up. Oh, I'm not worried. Man, he is good at firing. So Seti, you are our cook. It is somewhat important that she has all her fingers. She's also our farmer. So again, important. Cooking fine meal, you're doing it in a really weird way. Getting our hunt on. Alright, so we're using a bit more power than we're generating, but it solves itself pretty quickly. What I'm going to do now is put some standing lights just to illuminate it so we can walk around this area a little faster. Putting nice statues in the bedrooms. Slightly impressive bedrooms as a result. Good use of art, I suppose. What did this become? Uranium. Alright, let's label it. Uranium 1. Reinstall this here. We're looking for plasteel or gold. This was chem fuel. It's a big tree felling area. So, I think the water stopped flowing during the winter. No, it's flowing. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on, being honest. It's wreck crap. Let's Too bad I put the ground penetrating radar there, because I could have switched the hospital in the rec room. But now it's a little late for that. Alright, animals. I don't really need Zoo 2 anymore. And we'll name this barn. Everyone's working on something. Guess I could turn this back on. Making them components. Let's do until 30. Why not, right? Alright, so the smelter doesn't need to be in there. So we have some random people coming to trade. That's well and all. Put the smelter out there. So anyone that knows me knows I don't really like slag everywhere. Good, we have our last statue. I guess it's worth seeing how we can trade with them. They don't care to buy much. A little bit of art, that's about it. And that statue's already called for. I suppose now that I have actual components, I can go ahead and heat areas properly, which I was not doing before. Maybe ventilate things. We don't want to be frigid while we sleep, if we can help it. Alright, so warm enough. This could be a auto door, I guess. Got some crazed boars on our hands. Oh, one's already in the base. Did not realize that. Guess I should be using my panic room. Although she didn't get hurt very much. She'll self-tend. There wasn't more? No, not really. It's kind of a false alarm if I've ever heard one. Oh, great. So there are some more. And she is feeling the full brunt of their wrath. Which is not good. She's the researcher that needs to be researching. And being a lot of wounded doesn't help. Alright, I don't know if there's more, but... I think that's good for now. I think we're in the clear. Alright, any of you guys hungry? Yes, you are. Muffalo, diet. Seeds, life plants, meal, kibble. Alright, so what I'm going to do is temporarily let these guys unrestrict while they eat. So I don't have food for them. They'll probably eat. Yeah, they're grazing on the grass in my farm. That's fine. I'd rather not have them starve. It's growing season, and you're not growing. You are cooking. There. I can turn this smelter off for now. Not really using it. I was pretty sure I toggled these on. So that's a little frustrating. Ooh, am I having a... Yeah, I'm having a brownout. That's what's going on. Okie doke. If I'm having a brownout, I know what that means. It means I need to generate more power. And if I'm to generate more power, geothermal is a pretty good way to do it. Seeing that this is outside, I have so much marble. I might as well use marble. Oh, it's snowing. It's kind of pretty. Well, that should help with the power situation. Can't say that the wiring is all that protected, but that's a bridge I'll cross when I get there. Alright, what can I flick off? I can flick... Where'd my drill even go? Plasteel, perfect. Soon that will be powered. I can flick this off. That'll save a lot. I can flick the refinery off. I can flick the crematorium off. Haven't really been managing my power all that wisely. Alright, wildlife, animals, what are you? Animals, puppies go into the barn too. Alright, so now we're actually getting plasteel. I just need to find some gold. Usually it's pretty small nodes. We are, believe it or not, low on steel. Been making a lot of steel productions lately. Can't neglect my steel. That'd be a dreadful mistake. We have some visitors that have stuff to trade. I probably don't need anything from them. I like all this art. Some more good art. More rolling blackouts. Japheth was set to rest, but I'm going to queue him up to try to bring some more steel to the geothermal. I could rely more heavily on wind, but it takes up a lot of space. The most space. I'm curious. Nope. Used to be able to. Bridges rules keep changing, which is fine by me. I just have to keep relearning what the new rules are for them. What, herbals only stacks of 25? That's new. I'm excited to see what a slug turret is. Alright, I am generating power. That's good. Could be doing a better job of that. We actually have a little bit of plasteel. It's pretty cool. Alright, geothermal's up. That's one of the reasons why we're generating power now. Man, he is a speed freak. How much can... the dogs can haul a pretty good amount. Well, I was low on steel, I am not anymore. Don't have a bounty of it, but it's pretty good. And my power generation has gone up a bit. I've even run a cable most of the way out towards this geothermal, and once I get that geothermal up and running, I'll definitely have a lot more reliable power, which is good. Just the heat that the coolers put off have been keeping this farm warm. That's pretty handy. It's no more power requirement to do it that way. How are we looking? Getting some meals going. I could use more meat. Just a little more meat. Ooh, cargo pods. Is it meat? No, but it's vegetables. Equally helpful. She's gonna want to be... Yeah, she's cooking fine meals, so she's hauling them piecemeal. So I'll queue up a big haul. Nice, we're starting to work on the other geothermal. That will come in handy. And we have a good old siege. No sense in waiting. Let's go greet them. Alright, so we have some animal starvation. I'm going to go and unrestrict. I probably have had that for a while and didn't notice. They're going to eat our rice, but whatever. I'll remedy that later. Oh wow, what am I doing? Mistakes is what I'm doing. Alright, let's just start taking cover where we can find it. That was not very skilled of me to run in there like that. I'm gonna send Ham home. He's taken enough damage. I'm gonna have grenades to dodge. Would be nice if you killed the grenadier. And these are pirates that will never ever be recruited, so don't worry about it. Let them bleed out or whatever. Alright, 3 of you that way, 3 of you that way. I killed them too soon, before they were able to call in resources. I tend to do that a lot, stupidly. Oh, come on, come on. No! They got out. She did not. Alright. Threat is over. Ham got beat up. I guess we can keep cranking out blocks. Let's switch blocks for a sec. We have a lot of limestone nearby. Alright. Are you being healed? You are not currently. Alright, animals, you are now fed. Go away. And I'm going to make kibble until I have 200 of it. And then I'm going to stockpile kibble here. I can't just name it kibble, I actually have to make it kibble. There we go. Build a little roof over it. And that should allow them to get fed properly. So we'll make kibble first and then regular butcher. There, perfect. Some food for the little ones. Now we haul the rest of that in. This rice harvest will be mighty helpful. Slug turret, nice. So, let's look at the slug turret before I end. This long-range armor-piercing turret, ultra-dense uranium shells, punch-through turret, heavy. They're basically, reading between the lines, they are mechanoid turrets. They're kind of the new sniper. I'd love pulse munitions, actually. I'll do that first. I'm going to have to sort of tweak my kill box. I'm not going to have a lot of room for panic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just going to have enough room for them to all pile in if they need to. It's going to look a little weird, but that way I can fit more turrets in. At least the power situation has been resolved, and that's without this geothermal. That's pretty cool. So he's been going on a crazy steel hunt, and it's been paying off. Nice, and we're getting our rice now. Which will help with the kibble. Training them will also feed them, so that's convenient. Noah's creating the retaining walls for the last geothermal. And I could even, given the blocks I have, just run walling for that on the cabling. I wouldn't do it here because it would screw up the kill box. All right, I think I'm out of time. I think I'm actually a few minutes over. So thank you all for watching. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback, and I will catch you all next episode, hopefully with more progress. Adios, everyone.